Everything's ready, Jennifer. You can initiate boarding.
Roger that.
Hey, Captain. This is the moment we get to share our passion. Captain, please welcome aboard Jessica and her sister. She lives around and has been dreaming of exploring the region for a while. Are your passengers comfortably seated? Then you're all set. Let's go, Captain.
Kilo Hotel, Sierra Echo traffic. Max 09, Mike Bravo Golf 8812 is taxiing to runway 25. Kilo Hotel, Sierra Echo.
Nice to meet you, Captain. I'm Jessica. Never had the chance to fly over Buxton before, and I'm thrilled. So I'm counting on you to show me lots of cool stuff around my place.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, Jessica's sister. I can't believe we'll be up there in a few minutes. Can't wait.
Hotel, Sierra Echo traffic. Max 09, Mike Bravo Golf 8812. Taking off runway 25. Departure to the north. Kilo Hotel, Sierra Echo.
When do we start? That takeoff. It's like floating for a split second before we climb. I love it. By the way, look at this spectacular view. You should charge admission. People are looking up at us. Hey, hello everyone. You don't really feel dizzy here. Jennifer told me that before we get on board, and I was a bit skeptical, but it's true.
Relax, Jessica. You're gripping the seat so hard, you're going to break your hand.
Do you see the city of Dare County over here? Awesome.
Everything down below looks so tiny.
right there. The folks on the ground have no idea what they're missing. Hey, that's my house and my neighbors. I feel like I want to wave.
That's a bummer. I think I totally missed it.
I'm so happy we're sharing this moment together. It's making me feel so nostalgic. The view from here is amazing.
When we took off, I thought there should have been a drum roll or something. Think we'll get some when we land? Yeah, I know. Rookie thoughts.
Almost there, guys. So Jessica, having a good time? Ready for another round?
So cool. Thanks.
Quite an experience. I recommend it.
Kilo Hotel, Sierra Echo traffic. Max 09, Mike Bravo Golf 8812 is on final. Runway 25 to land. Kilo Hotel, Sierra Echo.
unusual to celebrate a special event like this. Looks like they enjoyed it. That was a great flight seeing session. Cool.
I think that's a Top Gun reference. I haven't seen like any of those movies in their entirety. I look like a stunt double though, I'm assuming. Yeah, my cousin used to watch it all the time when I was at his house. It's only like caught parts of it. Oh, there's a lot of little places to go to now that I got the Outer Banks. That's nice. I wonder if they actually have any of the lighthouses. We'll just go where they're hiring. Yeah, I haven't even seen like the entire movie, and I'm pretty familiar with the soundtrack. You know, it's sad. I've seen Hot Shots a lot more. I've seen those movies several times in their entirety. I don't know what that says about me. What plane are they gonna give us? I think it's the same one. When they switch planes on me, it throws me off a bit. They all feel unique. No, this one looks different. I think this one's easier to land, if I recall. Make sure they put enough gas in it. Yeah, it used to come on HBO a lot. I used to go over my mom's friend's house. They had HBO, and it'd always be playing, and I'd watch it. Used to love those movies. I can't believe I don't own them on like DVD or Blu-ray. That and the Naked Gun movies, because they're kind of like similar comedy style. Yeah, the second one with the whole T-1000 thing. and like merged with his dog a little bit. So silly, but it's great. Alright, my plane just phased into reality. That is not promising. I think we might have found another Bermuda Triangle. Am I blind? Where is it? Yep, I'm blind. There we go. Alright, fancy logo. Make sure everything's okay. Yep, looks in order. All I did was just walk around the plane. I wasn't actually looking for anything. Oh wow, that's fancy. I rarely had real VHS tapes. I always like had everything taped off of TV.
Ria, initiate boarding.
Okay, on their way.
Seems like they're super collectible now. I notice a lot of people buying them at thrift stores.
Captain, you ready?
Nope.
Sure feels like the perfect day for a tour, right? Your guest on board today is James.
Yeah.
One of his colleagues came with him. If the seatbelts are
My
fastened,
dad used to work on electronics, so
let's go, Captain.
we usually always had access to 2 VCRs. But then it got hard because they put that copyright thing on it. So like the newer movies, you really couldn't do it with. I think that's how my first copy of Ghostbusters and Land Before Time were. Because I just remember having the tape and it said Ghostbusters and like magic marker on it.
05 November, Charlie traffic. Max 09 Fox.
I made up for it though. I've bought it like pretty much on every format after it, beside maybe Laserdisc and
I've never
Betamax.
flown before, so I'm kind of stepping out of my comfort zone here. I'm James, by the way.
Oh, I don't already like them.
Nice to meet you. I'm Michelle. I'm hanging out with James for this flight. Lucky
Or
me.
these yuppies. Yep, stay in the back seat. There we go. We're starting to roll. I eventually had the real VHS versions, but I distinctly remember like my first copy my dad giving me, and it was like just said Ghostbusters in like bold magic marker. I don't even think there was another movie on it, so he must have used like the best speed to get the highest picture quality. I think it was like SP or EP, I don't remember. It's been so long. But then I remember rebuying the film because that copy was getting old, and then they came out with a widescreen version. Had to have that. It's ridiculous how many times I've owned that film. Yeah, I think SLP was the 6 hour one. EP was somewhere in between, and then SP you could do 2 hours. Yeah. The other one was kind of like its own thing anyway. I actually been to the fire station. The interior one's in California, but the exterior one in New York.
05 November.
It was kind of surreal.
Max 09 Foxtrot. Delta Lima 779er. Taking off runway 28.
They still have the Ghostbusters 2 sign in the actual firehouse that they used in the
I'm a
movie.
bit nervous, but I'll be okay. Super excited to see the landscape from up high.
Must be expensive to film in New York because the interior looks a lot similar to like how it looks in the movies, like in the one they didn't film inside of. Alright, where is this runway we gotta go to? Yeah. It's still a functioning firehouse. They had to do renovations on it because it was like so old. I guess it was starting to struggle to like hold up the fire trucks, so they reinforce it. There is one point they're actually gonna like demolish it and people like protest it, and now I think it's considered like a landmark. So it's like protected from that ever happening again. I believe that's what happened. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And they sure don't give us a lot of runway. I wish they would have cut the grass for us. I don't even know what the runway is here. This is just a field. What do you want us to do? Crash into those trees? They must like automatically pick the runways and not really guess how much room you need. Alright. This is an alternate timeline.
November, Charlie traffic. Max 09 Foxtrot. Delta Lima 779er. Taking off runway 28. South departure.
Alright, I don't wanna
November Charlie.
start this soon. Let's go
I'm
further.
a bit nervous, but I'll be okay.
Oh, you should
We're
be.
excited to see the landscape from up high.
If you only remembered your previous life. Well, let's make sure we're going on this line. I'm colorblind. I have trouble seeing the grass runways a little bit. Damn, you think if you owned a plane, you'd be able to afford to pay like a little runway. I don't know if this is ever going to be enough room. Nope. I think we need to start somewhere else. Nope, now we're in the air. Well, I don't feel good about that. So abort this. I don't think that plane was made for that runway. Or I just don't know what I'm doing, which could be likely. It's not the first time. But I think they procedurally generate like all these little areas for jobs. I don't think it's like handcrafted or anything. Make sure we got gas. That's enough. All right, let's go, as Mario says. But in a more stereotypical Italian way. The good news is they paid this area. Oh yeah, pilot cover. I always forget about this thing. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you.
Everything's ready, Allison. You can initiate boarding.
All right, come on, a-holes. Get in the plane. I don't have all day. He's looking the other way. She has bad breath.
Captain, if there's a day made for flying, this is it.
Is it?
On board, you're taking a local celebrating something special, Jennifer, and her grandmother, for a nice scenic ride over the region. If your passengers seem prepared and fastened up, you are ready to depart. Let's do it.
Okay.
Ground, Max 09 Kilo Bravo Golf. 9er 1 tree ready to taxi. East departure.
Max 09.
It's true. I knew it would eventually happen, Red. I prepared myself for it ahead of time. I've been on this platform for a long time. I've been forgotten a lot. Just a natural part of the cycle.
Taxiing, hold short runway, 2 tree via taxiway. Max 09 Kilo Bravo Golf, 9er 1 tree.
This is where Granny was born, so it's kind of special for us today. I'm Jennifer, by the way. Hey there, I'm Emma. It's so great to
She's
have you
talking to
today.
me. Do I need to say something back?
Flying.
Oh, you've been on about as long as I have. So you've seen them come and go as well. Like most of the people I used to like make videos and communicate with, like gave up on YouTube years ago. I rarely ever see people I used to talk to on a regular basis. Because before streaming became easier, I just used to make straight up videos all the time. Yeah, a lot of people just get tired of like not getting views and stuff and give up. Or like when I started in my 20s, like everybody started having lives too, so it became harder to do channels for some people. or you just like move on and get interested in other things. But yeah, it's hard to find like regulars from back in the day. Every once in a while, I'll see a few. But I went to go look at my old subscriptions. It was kind of depressing, like how many people had closed their channels. I was hoping they at least leave their stuff up for like memories and nostalgia. Like if I ever decided to stop, I'd always try to leave all my old videos up. But I'm kind of stubborn. I've been doing this for like 16 years, but not even 1K subs, so I don't see me stopping now. I just enjoy the whole process. Yeah, streaming wasn't really popular back then. See, I think what's popular now wouldn't do well then. It's just trends change all the time. Yeah, they do. Unless you like jump on like all the trends, but it's hard to like be used to making one type of content and switch to another, especially if you're trying to do something that's meaningful to you. Because like what was successful when we started is totally different now. Like when we started, people made more long form things. And it was like an actual video. Like I rarely saw live streams, and like video game live streams even less. Like rarely anyone had a capture card. They were filming off of their TV. I first started filming off of the TV. Unless it was like a retro game or something. Yeah, same here. I mean, it would be nice to like have someone like appreciate your stuff, you know, and have it catch on, but I just like the process and the few people that stop by. It's a nice little escape. And it makes me feel less antisocial.
Tower, Max 09, Kilo Bravo Golf, 9 or 1 tree at runway, 2 tree ready for departure. Departure to the east.
Exactly. There's always somebody willing to listen. As long as you hit that like button. Alright, is this the U-turn or what? Let me... I'm speeding. Like I think a freaking caterpillar just outran me. Oh, I appreciate it. I think it's sometimes something quiet and I don't use face cam. I think face cam's a big thing. But I don't like playing a game talking to myself. I do need to put up more videos and then I'll talk to those things. But sometimes when you're tired, it's just a pain in the ass to like hook everything up and then record it and then do commentary after editing a video. Alright, I almost flipped the plane there. Alright. Hold on to your butts. As Samuel Jackson said one time in Jurassic Park. This is a proper runway. Take note, field.
We're leaving the ground behind. What a rush.
Yeah. If I was allowed to have a grill here, I would love to do cooking videos like that. A lot of people don't know how to grill. Making stuff like that. It's also kind of chill to watch, and it's educational. I hate going to cookouts. I mean, I appreciate they're giving out food, but they'll like give you like this black hockey puck and say it's a burger because they like cooked all the moisture out of it and like pressed it too many times to make sure whatever moisture was left that was squeezed out too. I'd like to find a new place soon. Hopefully I can grill there. Yeah, your setup looks really nice. I'd probably be grilling every day.
Oh, over there. The sky is mind-blowing. Seeing it from here is even better.
Yeah, that's how I learned too, is from my parents. Like when I got older, I used to have to cook a lot of the meals. So I used to grill outside all the time when I lived at home. It's one of the things I miss. Yeah. And it's way quicker than like cooking it on the oven or something.
Of our plane moving over the ground feels like we're leaving a signature wherever we go.
Let me fix this camera angle. Get a little bit closer. That's a little bit zoomed in, but it'll do. No, go away. Thank you. I gotta remember all these button combinations. It'd be cool if they actually have a proper flight stick for this game someday. That's affordable. Emphasis on that's affordable.
Relax, Jennifer. You're gripping the seat so hard, you're gonna break your hand.
I should do a barrel roll and scare Jennifer. Not sure if this plane is equipped for that type of maneuvering, though.
It's great seeing the world from this angle.
Alright, what do we gotta stay under for this? Let me see what you typed. PlayStation always cuts off part of the speech. Think they'd patch that by now. What game are you playing? It'd be cool if they made like a proper flight sim, like dogfighting game. I know they have that massive multiplayer one, like War Thunder. But I don't know like how much you get before you have to put money into it. Remember Microsoft used to have like World War II flight sims. That was like way back in the day, like late 90s. The last time I remember one. We're gonna stay below 87. We're way below that. We're gonna start going down if I don't speed up.
So much to me.
Can't imagine how much all this licensing costs since they're actually using Garmin GPSs and they seem to function like the real thing too. I can see why some of these planes can be expensive in the marketplace.
I feel like we were going too fast for me to take it all in.
The fact that like a piece of like plexiglass is like holding you from falling from your death, or you're leaning on that window during those tight turns. All right, and let them know we're on our way back.
Tower, Max 09, Kilo Bravo Golf, Niner, 1 tree, 4 miles, East 900, to land.
To raise the seat a little bit. Actually, this view will work.
When we took off, I thought there should have been a drum roll or something. I think we'll get some when we land. Yeah, I know. Rookie thoughts.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be waiting for you guys. I know I can't wait to drop you two off.
Clear to land runway 2 tree, Max 09, Kilo Bravo Golf, Niner 1 tree.
Alright, are we going slow enough to lower the flap? I feel like I'm gonna wait till it hits 70. There we go.
Are you okay, Jennifer? Ready to give it a go again?
The flight went so well. Great thrills, insane panorama over Emerald Isle.
Are you serious? You complained the whole time.
Made our day, Captain.
Alright, you have a strange way of communicating it then. I remember being in a plane. I was trying to land. It felt like it took an eternity. Yeah. That happened to my dad a few times. Just things in his yard. People aren't shy sometimes. Even if it doesn't have a sign on it. They'll think they can make an offer. That's a compliment, though.
A few shakes and wiggles, but we're on solid ground.
Yeah, we made it alive. How about that? Let me turn this engine down.
Max 09, Kilo Bravo Golf, Niner 1 tree, exit runway when able.
Let's see what you typed. Oh, yeah, I think I remember that. Now that you said the great outdoors. It's a shame that isn't more of a classic. I remember watching that movie as a kid with my dad. All I can think about is that bear's bare ass. Alright, come on, let's go forward. Got the brake on, maybe that's what the issue is. Yeah. I accidentally put the e-brake on. Oh shit, this thing's going way too fast.
Max 09 Kilo Bravo Golf 913. Contact ground on 126.45.
Why is this plane still effing going? The brakes are not the greatest on this thing.
Ground, Max 09 Kilo Bravo Golf 913. Taxi parking.
Max 09 Kilo Bravo Golf 913.
Hey Marco, what's up?
General aviation parking via taxiway Alpha Bravo.
Yeah. I think like those Jeeps from the 80s and late 70s are like super sought after.
Max 09 Kilo Bravo Golf.
Yeah, I heard your transmission.
Did you hear my last transmission?
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha Bravo. Max 09 Kilo Bravo Golf 913.
Alright, before I go further, let me back up. My nose is basically on the glass right now. So let's turn down the engine a bit. This is a speedy one. It almost goes forward on neutral. This is what it must be like to be on like a motorized wheelchair on a runway trying to get out of it. It's about the same speed. No, they're quicker. Did I put the parking spot any farther? This is like a parking space you'd get at if you went like to Walmart on Christmas Eve. At least the sky looks nice. Let me enjoy that as I take an hour and a half to get to my parking space. Let's skip it, but I don't want to lose any more points for how I landed. Also, I believe I crashed when I first started. No, I restarted after that, but I shouldn't lose points or anything. Just some sloppy flying. Hopefully I'll get at least a B rank, not lose reputation. That's about as optimistic as I can be about this. Good old Outer Banks. We used to vacation here a lot. Never flew there though. It'd be like a 30-minute flight from Virginia. It takes about like 3 hours to drive there, so maybe 4. Just depends on the traffic. I haven't been in years though.
Impressed easily, but you pulled it off.
Yeah, okay. They seem to be happy. You guys happy? You guys enjoy your flight? How about you? Alright. If I look too hard, I might turn into stone. Come on, B rank, yay. We're gonna go for A? Nah. I'm glad I didn't use my own plane, otherwise I'd be paying for repairs right now. I knew I'd be rusty. Haven't been playing this game on a regular like I was a few weeks ago. Yeah. Almost put a curse on me for the way I was flying. Wow, we got more things to do now. Look out, world. What's over here? Can't see a lot of interesting things to fly over here. Looks kind of barren. I mean, it might be cool to fly over mountains. They're like a short flight. 20 minutes. Okay, that's good. All right, we're flying over the surface of Mars. Hopefully nothing happens to us like Total Recall. This is a longer flight. Let me double check to make sure I have enough fuel. I'm gonna give myself a little bit more. I don't think I pay for it. This ain't my plane. All right, let's go. I wish I had a non-douche player model I could pick. You gotta place little hints. Oh, that's a nice little view. Let me take a photo. I like the little cacti in the background. What's your drink of choice? compartments we could open and mess with the plane. I'm like a little kid. I like to push all the buttons. Surprised it doesn't have like a little cargo hatch. But I guess since this thing opens up like a DeLorean, it doesn't matter. It'd be cool if you could open it up to see the engine. Some planes you can. This is, I don't know why, I guess because Gran Turismo is also a sim. Playing this has kind of made me want to play that game a little bit.
Chris, I'm ready.
I kind of just like watching the replays after I play a race. It's memorizing. And I usually have different music playing in the background in my headphones. So I get to listen to tunes and drive. And then watch those amazing looking replays with the ray tracing. All right.
Good day for flying, right, Captain? Captain, please welcome aboard Lauren and her son. She lives around and has been dreaming of exploring the region for a while. Everyone comfortable? Get ready to depart then. Engine started. Let's go.
Papa 01 traffic. Max 09 Echo Whiskey Delta 2711 is taxiing to runway tree 0, Papa 01.
So happy to be flying with you today, Captain. I'm Lauren.
Hey, I'm Michael, Lauren's son. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, that'll do the trick. I used to have a friend that drank Steel Reserve, and I would have it occasionally, and it actually tasted like metal was put into it. It was like it was mixed with the rebar. You're doing it like a pro. I wish I could do it like that. Yesterday I wanted to stream, and I took a nap, and then I didn't want to wake up. So I didn't end up streaming until late. Then I didn't save it. Yeah. It's only good when you reserve them for when you don't have anything else. I mean, it's not bad if it's super cold. But you might want to eat something first because it's kind of harsh on the stomach. I mean, I'm someone who liked PBR before it got adopted by the hipsters. before it was cool to drink. When it was like the cheapest thing you could possibly get. Especially from the tap. Used to go to a place, I think, would have it for like $1.30 for like a pint, and then it's like after like 3 they'd forget like charging you. I think they just gave me a deal because I was a regular back in the day. Yeah, that's not bad if you want to just chill with friends, not spend a small fortune, because, you know, you go to those chain restaurants, something like that's like almost $10 sometimes, depending on where you go. No, that's the deal. Remember, I used to walk to that bar and always dread, because you had to go down a really steep hill, and always dread like climbing up the stairs on the way back. It was like the stairs from The Exorcist. Fortunately, I never got food, but they did have really good chicken wings. I had to pay for them. They just usually would like not charge you for the alcohol if you got enough. No, especially when you need to use the bathroom. When you're in the city. I'm actually just looking at the GPS screen. Trying to still get used to steering with rudders. Oh man, I bet that stuff was good.
We're leaving the ground. See you soon, people.
Like on a slow day, I used to bring my laptop in, and my friend and I would just chill on the internet and drink and get chicken wings. Such a simple memory, but a good one. Especially after a shitty day at work. That was the best. Just playing Fallout 3. Oh, nice. I miss my mom's meatloaf. She used to like hollow it out and put like a cheese tunnel in it. I mean, she's getting really fancy. She'd put like bacon in it too.
I feel like we're in a movie.
Oh, nice. I never played a golf game a newer one before. I played like the old 8-bit ones. They just released a golf game on like one of the free games for PSN. Maybe I'll check it out. I think it might be a Tiger Woods game. I don't know if they still use his name. I just added everything to my library. It's whatever the last golf game was, I think, is, or at least it was 2024. That's usually the year before. I don't know how often they release them. And my mom made it for my birthday a couple of years. It was nice. So it must have just been like a PGA game or something. I just saw somebody swinging like a club on the cover, and I just added it. Might be interesting to try. Sometimes when they have those games, I end up liking them that I would normally never play.
You okay? Not scared.
Like they had one of those newer NHL games. I actually ended up really enjoying that one. It was like modern, but it still kind of reminded me of like NHL 94 Genesis. They still didn't make it overly complicated. It's worth trying out. It's free. I bet it's a large file. Like all the sports games files are usually huge.
Chris was right. There's no sense of vertigo at
Is there anything to even look at down here? Looks like I'm flying over the neighborhood of Breaking Bad. Look, a trailer. Mysterious colored smoke coming out of it. Alright, let's raise the trim up so we can go back into the little bracket. Also, let's
Mom,
use the
check
booster
out
seat.
One of your favorite places. We should come back here together.
I remember as a kid going to the movies. I could barely see the movies because there's always like a tall person sitting in front of me. I needed a booster seat back then. Right. Oh, we just gotta stay under 100. We're good. I need to slow down to make this sharp ass turn. Alright. Just keep an eye on that speed and baby the throttle. Be so nice to have like a flight stick where you could just slide the throttle back and forth. Like how it is on most planes. That way you don't have to keep looking at it to see where the position is.
I don't want to leave this seat. Well, I'm officially applying for the job. Flight attendant for life.
Alright, slow down. Let's try to stay within the brackets. The mountains look nice.
Now look at my arm.
Oh wow, that looks awesome actually. Let's take a photo.
I didn't imagine such a view. You really got us up close and personal.
It looks like a quarry where they just like continuously drill down in layers. We have one that kind of looks like that, but not that massive. Thing would be like the ocean if it filled with water.
Oh, over there. The folks on the ground have no idea what they're missing.
Yeah. It definitely has some man-made stuff happening to it, but it looks like it could have been like a natural formation at one point. Because it is quite massive. I feel like that should be a flight marker. I'm surprised it doesn't have like an icon over it. Or does it? Let me stop. No, usually like something like that would have like a marker. Because typically that would be something you would look for to find positioning if you didn't have tools.
What's that weird jolt? Are we going down?
I'm disoriented. Oops. I don't know what's going on. This game just randomly starting to glitch. I shouldn't have went into photo mode. I apologize. I wish there was a rewind button. Let's skip the landing. That's what we're gonna do anyway. The plane's going batshit crazy. I might have accidentally hit a button when I was looking around. I think I'm somewhere near New Mexico. I kind of just picked it quickly and glanced at it. Probably way off of where we are. For all I know, we might actually be in Mexico. Alright, let me look at this speed. Also, let's...
01 traffic. Max 09 Echo Whiskey Delta 2711 is on final. Runway tree 0 to land Papa 01.
As this game streams, every once in a while it trips up. But you can't blame it. It has like the whole world built into it. Oh, it's Arizona? Yeah. I could see it being there. Oh shit. We're going too fast. Yeah, I need to slow down more though. Oh, okay. Yeah. I figured we were somewhere like that. I just quickly zoomed in. I'm gonna turn around without flipping this thing. Don't yell at me. I can't help that I went too far. Actually, I could have landed better, but you know, wish in one hand, shed another, see which one gets filled up first. I wish there was a mode where you actually could see all the borders of the states and everything. Sometimes with like all the visual information, I can't always tell exactly where I'm picking. But luckily, if you really want to go somewhere, you can type in the coordinates. You know, often if you type in the name, it'll pick up where you want to go. This feels like where Forrest Gump felt like going back home. You can go your own way. Sorry. I can't sing it as good as, I believe it was Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, if they scanned it. It just depends if they scanned it or not. Some areas are more detailed than others because they mix satellite data and then I guess Bing data where they actually, I guess they fly a plane over certain areas and scan it with more detail with some sort of camera or sensor. They're always updating it. I know, like, I can't see my house, like, that I grew up in the county, because they just use the satellite data, and they just populate it with some houses. Hopefully in the future, though, they'll have renderings, all that stuff. Once I park the plane, I can fly over there. I might have to put in the coordinates, though. It'll at least somewhat look like it, because like I said, I'll still use the satellite imagery. But if they don't have the photogrammetry, they might like try to populate it with some stuff. Like 3D objects, I mean. So it doesn't look as flat. And then after that, I gotta go walk the dog. Although she's asleep. She went, her walk was a little bit later than usual, so she'll be alright. Sometimes I think I stress her walks more than she does. Better not say the word too many times, though. Yeah. If it's a well-known area, it might be scanned, though. Sometimes it's random. Some of the rural areas are scanned. Just honestly depends on their priority, but I see they update the maps every once in a while. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT where the coordinates are, so I don't have to play Where's Waldo on the map. Look up Pickwick Dam. Okay, I'm gonna just fly straight to the dam. I can put in the coordinates, which is nice. So it should put me right over. Although I want to fly a better plane or a slower one so I can look around. So I already got the coordinates. Alright, where is the icon? That's like my favorite plane to look around with stuff. There it is. This one's pretty fun too when it works. Sometimes the weirder planes are a little bit glitchy. But like I said, it's streaming most of this stuff, so I can tolerate a little bit knowing that it's doing the whole world. Make sure that it has gasoline. This thing burns gas fairly quickly. It actually takes like regular gas you can get at the gas station. All right. I bet that's a ton of fun. My eyesight isn't good enough and I'm colorblind. So this will probably be the closest I'll ever get. But like I'm fascinated by like flight and everything. I hope they release more games like this on console. I'm shocked they released this one. First of all, let's adjust the time so it's light outside so we can see stuff. All right. Let's see, 35.0639.0639. Then we're gonna go negative. What's the rest? 88 dot 2472. All right, hopefully these are accurate. Looks like it. Set this as arrival. Wonder if there's an airport nearby. I wish I didn't have to look through these clouds. There's a heliport. We'll just start here. Any day now. Yeah, I see it now. It might be too far. So it'd probably be easier to start here if that's where you're near and what's familiar. Because this plane's kind of slow. Why is this thing struggling? Why now? Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's really cool. Like I said, the only thing you gotta deal with is sometimes like online issues. Like I said, it's streaming like the whole thing basically, which is impressive in its own right. Consider I'm doing a live stream at the same time. Alright, I guess that's the dam. That's cool. So they got some of this rendered. This plane would be so cool to have, because look, you can actually land in the water. Although I'm quite high up. This would be a cool plane if you'd like to go fishing and want to like visit different islands, or just fish in the middle of the ocean or in the middle of the lake or something. My bad. Hey, it's more business. They'll probably call you back. Hello, how are you doing? All right. That's rough. Yeah, ours usually, we usually get like most of ours around say August, September is usually when we usually get the worst ones, if we get them. Yeah, you can put this plane on the back of a trailer and fold up the wings. It's really cool. If I was rich, I'd try to own one of these. I would probably try to take lessons though. Nice little forest area. Hopefully they don't fill this up with suburbs at some point. We have places like this, but you usually gotta go like towards the mountains. No. Anywhere near a dam typically isn't a good place to build. Like, it floods all the time where all these rich people live near the river. And like the dam area is a major place where they build like a lot of large houses for some reason. They don't think it'll climb up like the little hill, the little trench they built. And it always does. Dude, I have. Every time I think like the game gets old, I always think of somewhere I want to visit. Or it's like super chill if you don't want to like play something that requires like you constantly pushing buttons and you just want to hang out with people, just explore. This is like the best game ever. There's not something quite like it that I've played anyway on console. I hope they make more of these for console. This has usually been a PC only thing. Oh, that's nuts. It's crazy how detailed it is, where like somebody can just see their town or wherever the area they live around and recognize it. Oh, I see some boats over here. It looks like they got parked. Also, those are houses. I can't tell. I think they might have added that house with a swimming pool. I don't know. It's kind of blurry. It might be real. Got a nice sized river here. I'm gonna check something. Give you a little tablet. Yeah, you like fishing. It looks like you got a lot of options. It's crazy how they actually have like a built-in GPS in the game. It's starting to go south. It's in flight, get a faster plane. I bet a lot of those places have really good food. Let's ride that fast Red Bull plane. Looks like they hollowed it out. Just a Red Bull plane. It looks festive. Yep. Budweiser at a buffet? I didn't even know they served beer at a buffet. I mean, the breakfast bars are good. I remember liking the one at Shoney's, if you can believe it. I used to look forward to that as a kid. That was like an event. Maybe because of the hotel, they have a license. That's why they can do it. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, this one goes faster. Well, this one can do stunts. I'd hate to play this game in VR. Oh wow, I didn't even think about that. Got a place to go. Those gourds in your room and then sneak back down. No, we'll go back down. We don't need to change the fuel mixture. This one looks almost like a RC plane. Tell it was made for speed. They basically hollowed the whole thing out. I wonder how fast it looks like if you're flying super low. Yeah, that's pretty quick. I know. I wouldn't want to do this for a living, like one of those stunt planes. I'm like nervous doing it in the video game. Yeah, you think like all the G-force would just rip this plane apart. But I guess they made it so light it just can handle it. If I tried to do this with the other planes, it'd like turn black. It'd say you wrecked. Yeah, that's quick. I don't imagine me driving that fast on the highway with the vehicle. Oh, we found an airport. We got there fairly quick. I believe that was kind of far. I wonder if this thing can fly in the clouds. I don't know how high it can go. I didn't check. It usually says it when you select it. Got it. Heading west. Oh crap, I only got 14% fuel. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, they always seem to have air shows at the smaller airports. Like, we have a main airport, like an international one. I guess because it's so busy, but the one in the county, that's usually where you see, like, the air shows and stuff. Oh, that's cool. It's so cool how you recognize this stuff and be like, I've been there. That's how it is when I fly over, like, Virginia. I'm sure people are sick of seeing it, but I love flying over, like, familiar places. I know why I was doing the Outer Banks earlier. I didn't grow up there, but I went to vacation there a lot. Let me see what you said. Looks like a lot of farmland. I don't know. That kind of looks like a golf course a little bit. There's like a little, maybe that's a pond or something. I can't tell. Looks like a storm. I wonder if we'll get, I wonder if I'm on real-time weather or this is just cloudy. Okay, let me slow down. Maybe it's on real time. I didn't realize it. That explains why I couldn't see anything with all the clouds. So I didn't know if I had it set to real time or just have it cloudy. Feels like the wind's pushing me a little bit. Hold up. Let me see. Maybe this will be helpful. I can put like a marker where I'm supposed to go, I think. Okay, so head west. Yeah. We just kind of animate them on top of where the road, where it thinks the road is. Sometimes I've seen them go in water. Like it has to guess sometimes what things are supposed to be if it doesn't have the data. Probably. This thing's so fast. Wonder we can fly into the clouds and break through. I don't think this plane is designed for such things. I know. There's nothing quite like it. And also this game has some of the best clouds I've ever seen. I feel like I'm gonna see Pegasus from the TriStar logo, I always say. Like when the movie starts and you see the clouds and it says TriStar Pictures, you see the horse running. Yeah. I'm thinning out some. There. Now I'm disoriented because we're in the cloud. That's a cool picture right there. I'm surprised my character, the pilot isn't blacking out doing this. Oh, he's starting to. I know you can do live weather, I just don't know if I have it selected. Like when we got that a snowstorm a few months ago, like the whole area like has snow on it. Like it changes with the seasons. And they actually have like thunderstorms and snow, and I think they have hurricanes. I've definitely had to fly someone around to like study a tornado before. And then you can get jobs like firefighting and stuff like that, but you got to get the certification. Right now, I only can drive or pilot single and double engine planes, and I can do like ferrying planes, like flight seeing things, and then I can also do skydiving. It's usually like a 45-minute flight, but I typically don't do those. But I wouldn't mind trying to be like an emergency pilot or one of the firefighting like missions. Those look like those could be fun. Also can fly a banner, but they're kind of tough to hook on. I haven't perfected it yet. Because when you do those, you actually have to fly down and latch onto the banner. But unfortunately, I have to stop here and take the dog out for a walk. Oh, I didn't even see it. But I gotta take the dog out for a walk. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was nice chatting with you. I'll probably be back on later, but I appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I'll talk to you on the next one. Yeah, for sure. Same here.